Yo, what's up guys? I'm making this video as a reply to the 50,000 or so posts a day on Reddit which are usually regarding being stuck in silver or silver hell or elo hell or whatever you want to goddamn call it. There are also a ton of videos just like this very one showing people how to get out of the silver ranks, but I feel like they're missing something or are actually misguiding and confusing you with information that you don't need to know to get out of silver, that is. The information that I'm going to give you may or may not be applicable at higher ranks, so you may have to adjust them accordingly. Okay, so one thing that I see with these videos is that they like to focus on these pro strats that you should be performing to win the rounds. I feel strongly that most of these are not actually necessary at low ranks, and actually performing these strats may be confusing, and from my experience watching lower ranked people, they may be too engrossed in trying to land the perfect smoke or pop flash, and actually just get killed whilst trying to do the strat. Instead, I think that it is vitally important that you train your aim and game sense before you move on to the higher ranks. Having good aim and good aim sense alone is good enough to get you out of silver, whereas having kinda bad aim and knowing strats most likely won't. One thing that I see at low ranks is that people tend to spray way too much with the weapons such as the AK and M4. They'll be standing around mid-range from each other and missing every single shot until both of them run out of ammo or someone else intervenes. It is alright going for the spray, but if you see after say 10 minutes that none of them are hitting your target, then just stop for a second, realign the shots and aim at the head. Tapping at low ranks is so ridiculously easy. You can sit at long range, just tap a few bullets and kill someone, whilst he's aimlessly spraying at you. I think a huge part of learning how to progress in this game is to stick to learning one map. Dust 2 is a very easy map to learn, and is also my favourite map, so that's why I've spent so much time learning the map. Playing one map will greatly increase your game sense, and such that you can figure out where people are without even being able to see them. This game sense can carry on to other maps you play in the future, and you'll pick up new maps more quickly. Something to keep note of whilst playing a comp game is to stay focused. If you aren't focused, then your game sense won't be as good, and you're most likely going to be missing shots that you would normally easily get. This goes for music as well. You shouldn't really be listening to music whilst you're playing, because it will put you off, and you won't be able to listen out for footsteps and gunshots. Probably the most important part I'm going to make in this tutorial is to not get mad when you die. Sure, everyone gets mad when they die, but it really puts up your team when you start screaming down the mic when you get running headshot down long. But that's beside the point. Don't get mad when you die, instead try to figure out how and why you died, whether this is because the enemy had an advantage over you, and if so, how can you stop them from having an advantage the next time you are in that situation. This can be as simple as changing your position or having a well-placed smoke. It is very important in buy rounds that you discuss what you're going to buy with your team before you buy, and check you and your teammates' money. If you lose the pistol round, don't buy a goddamn Bison and hope your miserable spray hits someone in the head. Instead, buy a P250. It's a very inexpensive weapon, and it can do some serious damage if you catch someone in the head. There's a lot more that I can say about ecos, but I'm going to leave it out of this video because there's a lot of information out there on the internet. Now I'm quickly going to go over some useful strats that you can use that will work against people at your rank. If you're pushing long, it's quite likely that you're going to be shot by people from here, so it's very useful if you learn how to use this smoke here. To do this smoke, all you have to do is stand on the car around here, just aim at this area here, aim up and throw. Simple as that. And if you throw it correctly, it will land right here, stopping anyone from shooting you from here. Unless they pre-fire of you, of course. Once you're done clearing out any enemies that may be around him, then you can have a teammate throw a smoke onto crossover, like so. And then all you have to worry about is people at car, because no one can shoot you from sight if they actually did that nade properly, which I didn't too far back, but I will. Moving on to the mid to B, firstly you want to have a teammate throw a smoke down mid, like so. And then you and your team push down mid, and you have one of your teammates go down to here and throw a smoke at this window. What that is going to do is pop in CT so no one can CT and crossover can see you. Another teammate will flash over as the rest of the team pushes through. See how that's smoked off? Then you just check window, check door, and then we're good. Very common that people stand behind here, so you can actually pre-fire it if you trust your aim enough. And the last push you want to be focusing on is a B push. It is very important that no one stops running because you need to get there as fast as possible, trust me. What you want to do is very simple. First person flashes, that's the rule, first push, and no one else needs to, alright? Double flashing is just going to mess up a team that doesn't have good enough coordination. The second person can follow up a smoke grenade, but it's not completely necessary, but it will pop there, which will help you against people who are at backside and door and possibly behind big box here. When you're holding B, one of my favourite positions is to stand right here, because you can cover both window and door, as well as have protection from both of them. If you stand back, then people from tunnel can't actually shoot you, and if you have a friend aiming at tunnels, you should be fine. It may throw some people off as well. Some very common spots to hold as CT is right here behind the barrels. You can't shoot through these barrels, so you're all good. I don't think silvers will be good enough to peek around this corner instantly and shoot your head off. It's also good to stand behind these boxes here, but once you get to the higher ranks, people do pre-fire the spot a lot, and it's very common for you to get shot. Same with this spot, also a very good spot, but it's very pre-fired a lot. There's an interesting spot here that I found recently. Throw a smoke grenade in that corner there, and stand behind here and crouch. You're actually invisible to everyone there, but you can see everything that's going on along. It's an extremely strong position. Also, if you want an advantage over the enemy, you can throw a smoke grenade right here, and you can see through this little corner of the smoke here, but they won't be able to see you very well from the other side as they are running across, so you'll see them first, and you can just shoot them very, very easily. So that is pretty much all the information I'll be giving for this tutorial. I apologise if it was hard to understand at any points, because I'm sick and it's pretty difficult to talk clearly right now. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I wish you all good luck.